Okay, this next question comes from Demarius. After you set a larger goal and you know it takes time to achieve, how do you stay focused along the way? The background is I do not have a business set up yet. I am working towards saving $10,000 by June 1st, 2021, so I can have capital when I do. I'm asking this question because sometimes I feel lost and I do not know who I am or what I want in life. It could be I'm not sure how to express myself or what I've done. While I'm working to save money, how do I not get lost in the process? And when you're young like me and don't know your purpose in life, how do you find it and what do you do in the meantime? Oh, that's a great question, Demarius. I really love that you're asking this because we probably will get quite a few members in here that will have this question and probably not ask it because they're a little bit insecure. So I appreciate you asking this. You know, one of the things that's important is to have a very, very strong reason for achieving the goal that you have set for yourself. You know, a lot of times it can be weight loss or fitness goals. It could be money goals. Those are kind of the two biggest type of goals out there, health and wealth, right? It's really difficult. And some of the ways to handle the process part is to get into a good accountability group where you can just share what's kind of going on in your life each week. You know, you've got a couple kids, you've got one along the way. You're getting involved in Toastmasters, you're working, 12 plus hours a day to reach this goal. You're doing a lot of really good stuff. My guess is that you probably don't have a lot of people in your life that are celebrating what you're doing and saying great job and, really proud of you. And so let me say that. I'm really proud of the work you're doing. I told you this when we helped set that goal for you, that I'm really proud, and you'll prove a lot to yourself that you can do something with your life if you can when you reach this goal. And I'll see if I can find an accountability group to put you in with a few people so that you can at least start sharing what's going on and learning. I think that'll be good for you. This is how we can stay in the game. Listen, when we're just starting out, there's nothing more challenging than waking up, doing a little bit of stuff that we're going to do, going to work for 8 hours, taking a lunch break, and then working the rest of the day, coming home, taking a break, and then going to another job, and then, a couple nights a week, and then doing studies and stuff, and doing that over and over and over and over and over for months and months. What's fun about that, right? Nothing's fun about that. That's why a lot of people just say, well, I'm going to not set big goals and I'm just going to be happy with the minimum amount I have in my life. I am not going to have more. I'm going to live paycheck to paycheck. Maybe put a little bit away in retirement over the years. I'm going to have some 2 weeks vacation, maybe if I work for the right company. My kids aren't going to have the best clothes, the best cars, the best this, and this is my life. And that's easier. They think that's easier. When in reality, we know that that's not easier. It's a cop-out, right? And it just becomes draining. And that's why most people are miserable and they can't wait to get off work so they can go to the bar and escape their life by drinking and going out on Friday and Saturday night. They can't wait to escape their life, right? So it's actually not easier. It really is not fun. The only way to break that cycle is to break that cycle, and that's what you're doing. And so if you keep in mind that you're breaking the cycle of your life and what your surroundings have been, and you're going to create a better life for yourself, it's going to take this type of discipline and these choices to do this for 3 to 5 years, not just until June 1st of next year. You're just getting started by setting this June 1st goal to show that when you set a goal and you stick with it, the results are amazing. We talked about this. Imagine having $10,000 in your checking account in 7 months, what that feeling is going to be like. You're going to be richer than 90% of the people in America. Isn't that crazy? You will. And so that's going to show you that you have the discipline, you've got the work ethic, and now if you can start, as we talked about, start developing skills, sales skills is what you're focusing on, communication, sales skills. If you can develop those skills right now, if you have a job paying you $15 an hour, we're going to try to find you some jobs using those skills to make $25 and $30 an hour, right? Think about it. An extra $20 an hour at a full-time job, that's 20 times, that's an extra $40,000 a year. So right now you're in that phase, and that is what keeps us, that keeps that fire burning, that keeps us from getting distracted. It keeps us from getting lost. You can't do more than what you can do. And what I mean by that is, you'd like to go out there and get a job making $100,000 a year right now, right? You'd like to start a business and start hiring people, but you can't do that because you don't have the skill or the industry experience or the money. So right now, you have to be content knowing that you're in the building phase, and that's okay, and that's got to keep you disciplined. Listen, every phase that you go in, the startup phase, getting your first 10 grand, and then the next phase of developing skill to earning your wage of getting to 50 to 60,000 a year in a wage, and then 100,000 to 125,000 a wage. All of those are going to take new and you're going to have the same work ethic and the same discipline, but you're just going to be elevating the skill set and the knowledge that you have in order to achieve at a higher level. And that's what keeps you going. And you got to remember why you're doing this. You're doing this to change your life for your family and for your kids. And hopefully that's a strong enough reason for you. And you're gonna wake up in the morning and there's a video you should go watch on YouTube called Time to Make the Donuts. Just go to YouTube and type in time to make the donuts. And that's what you're doing right now. You're waking up every day and it's time to make the donuts. You can do this, man, but this is how you do it. You stay focused by remembering the purpose. And each week, each month, we talked about this. Remember, this is a long video. Remember, each and every month you track. So you started with $1,200 in your checking account. I want you to make sure that each month you've got $2,000, $3,000. That win, that success story is going to keep you motivated because you're going to feel so good about yourself, and you're going to go into our Facebook group. You're going to do a Flex Friday that says, I started with $12,000, now I have $2,000. And everybody's going to be like, great job, man, great job, and it's going to feel good. That's going to keep you going. That's going to keep you going, okay? I hope that helps, man. Keep pushing forward. Keep pushing.